Mesut Ozil features for the first time in 7 games, Jamie. Is this an opportunity for him this evening to play himself back into contention for the Premier League?
I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think the manager rates him. Maybe rates him's the wrong way. Maybe just doesn't like him. Certain bits about his game. I mean, Unai Emery's been at the club now 18 months. And Mesut Ozil, probably technically, is probably the best player in the squad. But there's no place for him in the team. I don't think him coming here tonight and lighting up Anfield will necessarily put him straight back in the 11. I'm sure it'll put him closer. But he should come up here tonight and light up Anfield when you consider the two teams. He's a World Cup winner. You know, he's by far probably the best or most famous player on show here tonight. So this should be a game that he really excels in. But I don't think it'll make a huge difference to where his Arsenal career is going into this manager.
Holding. Carragher claiming his place back in the team tonight ahead of Tierney, who's on the bench. Seconds head together quickly. Yeah, I mean, given away though that time by Lallana, which might just give Arsenal a chance to mount a response. Couldn't convert. Roll back into the path of Maitland-Niles. Özil looks to line one up, and that's a great save, but Carragher's in on the rebound, and Arsenal are level. The Liverpool defence static, and Lucas Torreira scores at Anfield for the second time this season.
It comes at the end of their best move by far, Arsenal's.
There's Özil.
It's quite quick across the turf.
Elliott has given it away, and it's Bukayo Saka. Martinelli couldn't miss. It's a double for him, and Arsenal have this game truly in their grip now. Those fans already sensing a place in the quarter-finals.
Good play from Özil just to knock it first time into Saka. Martinelli's never going to miss that.
Martinelli. Özil. Maitland-Niles
Really struggling at the moment. Half-time can't come quickly enough as Arsenal turn the screw.
Space here for Torreira. Kinds of inroads now. Özil.
Away from his man. He still managed it.
Özil. Lallana caught in possession. Özil bringing it clear. 2 minutes of stoppage time in the... But Hector Bellerin is third choice captain after Granit. Oh, Milner, that's short! And Özil keeps it alive for Maitland-Niles to convert. And Arsenal restore their 2-goal advantage.
What about this for Mesut Ozil? With the most delightful little drag back. Knows exactly where Maitland-Niles is. It's been that sort of night for Mesut Ozil.
20 years of age, Guendouzi's spoken of as a potential captain, the man who was captain in the last round and substituted.
Surprised at that.
Oh, he's taken it well, Mesut Ozil.
I'm not Ozil's biggest fan, but you can't tell me he's not good enough to be in the... He's got to be in the Arsenal team. This is not a great Arsenal team. I think the criticism of Özil is, can he take them to a title or a Champions League? At the moment, you think, can Arsenal get in the top 4? He's got to be in the team, Özil.
Is it that he's not doing it consistently enough, though, Jamie?
But no one is. No one's doing it consistently for Arsenal. They still don't really have that player. They got Ceballos there, who I think the fans have taken to. But you'd actually look at that front three. I'm sure they'd love to have Özil, you know, feeding them really. And I think sometimes the position Arsenal are in, there's so many players who are not at the top of the game, who are not top quality. You've got to think, okay, we have to put Wolves at the weekend. And he may play as well. So, no, I still think he's definitely in Arsenal's best 11.
It's going to be interesting the weekend now. Because, you know, them Arsenal fans saw a Mesut Ozil who they sang his name against Crystal Palace. Now, what does Emery do? Does he say, oh, OK, he played well enough to give him an opportunity against Wolves at the weekend? So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And he took him off when he was playing very well. So maybe that's a sign that he might play the weekend.
And there were boos from the travelling fans, the Arsenal travelling fans, when he was substituted off. So it does throw up some interesting talking points, doesn't it? Jaime, you were full of praise for his performance tonight, weren't you?
Yeah, I said before the game, he should run the game in some ways. A lot of young players on there. He's a World Cup winner. But I thought he was really good. And, I mean, his role in both goals, I thought were fantastic. And he did show his class. I mean, these 2 passes here, just that composure. Really, as I said, I think a lot of the goals in the first half were mistakes. And it wasn't really the brilliance of players. But his involvement in the goals was the one that sort of stood out really on both teams. And you see that little nutmeg there. I think it was on Harvey Elliott. But this was just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
It's the touch of class, really, that Arsenal fans want to see more often when he is starting.
Well, we mentioned it before. Consistency is very important in football. And it's no good you playing, having a great game, and then 2 or 3 games later you're playing poorly again. So I think that's what the Arsenal players, but they know what he can do. He's got quality. You know, he's played in a World Cup final and been on a winning side. For a very good German side. So, you know, we know his quality, but he's just doing it on a regular basis. And I think he's probably done enough tonight to get an opportunity to get back into that first team. I'm sure Aubameyang and Lacazette and whoever, Pepe, they can get a lot of chances off Mesut Ozil on his day. But it's all about on his day. Can he produce like he did tonight against better players? I'm not disrespecting, but you know, he played against a lot of youngsters. You would expect him to run games against the youngsters. But Wolves will be a real test for Arsenal again this weekend.